Why, hey there, guys. How's it going? Sloppy here, playing some more Minecraft on this beautiful Saturday. I'm actually recording this on Friday, but the point still remains. Boy, what a lovely day. And today I have some grand plans. First up is to decorate up our little mining place down here. It should be a relatively quick thing to do. We have a bit of a mining place down here, and I want to clean it up. I want to make it look, a little bit nice, get a proper elevator down to here, that sort of stuff. The other big thing with this is I want to move all my stuff, all this stuff down there. But beyond that, we're going to be doing some really great stuff today. I think it's finally become time that we make this place a little nicer. It's not great right now. And I take most of the blame for that, but I think you guys should take a little blame too. It's not often I get comments that say, hey man, at least put a little bit of effort into making a place look not hideous. And that's on me. I get it. But it's a little on you guys for not saying anything. Well, not really. It's on me. The place is ugly, and we have to improve that. So I want to find a place to set up a bit bigger. I sort of had this idea that this would be sort of our village, and we would have some sort of grand structure. So I think an idea might be to sort of lay out where other buildings are going to go, that sort of thing, and figure out where we're going to put sort of our big place. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, first step, to sort out our mining room and put stuff where it belongs. Alright, it's very gray, but I like it anyway. So yeah, I didn't want to do anything too crazy. I'll probably put glowstone in here eventually once I, actually go to the nether and bother getting glowstone. But yeah, very simple. You can see what we're collecting, and the machine is working great. I wonder where the cobble goes next. Probably this chest, right? And then this one, I'd assume. I'd assume. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Everything's working really well. Let's just check, make sure nothing's out of place. That's unnerving. Oh, that's... Oh, some bricks went through. I see. Uh-oh. Okay. They started here. Oh, I must have broken stuff in the back. That's easy to fix, though. Okay, so... The machine's not working, but that's fine. That'll be really easy to fix. Anyway, so we got a pretty good system here, I think, and it looks pretty nice. So now let's go fix the outside. I went with a minecart elevator here. It's sort of an awkward distance where it was a little bit too low to use multiple minecart elevators. But you end up with kind of this weird thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in this floor yet. Not sure what I'm going to do with this floor yet. That's all I'll say. I'm not sure yet. So, anywho, how are you guys doing? All that jazz. I think what I want to do is, I had this stuff at spawn. I definitely want to put an iron farm over here. I know a couple people said it should work at spawn, but it still doesn't, or it doesn't work at all with any efficiency. So I think if I put one over here, I should be definitely far enough from this. I mean, I hope it works. Anyway, so we'll do that at some point. But for now, I kind of want to get a layout of the town. So I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time thinking and kind of figure out where I want to put stuff and all that sort of thing. Yeah. A little bit of time, a little bit of thinking later. I was curious what I wanted this place to be. That's sort of my big question. I definitely want real walls around it. That's something I'm very particular about. I don't want these cobblestone walls. I want like sort of 3 tall, some really cool design, maybe even 5 tall something. And then I want some sort of big structure on one of the edges of it. I'm not sure what edge. I was thinking up here might be kind of cool. Have like an elevated sort of large castle. Like, I kind of want to make it out of sandstone just to give it kind of a cool vibe. It's sort of a large, not castle perhaps, but a large structure over here, which I think would actually blend really well. I've always kind of thought I'm going to tear this down. So if we tear that down, put a big structure on this end, we can kind of hide all of this stuff. We can kind of slope it up. I might just drop this like a couple blocks and sort of incorporate it. It'd be right on top of the mob farm, which I think I'd be okay with. I'm not entirely sure I want to build it on top of the mob farm. That's really the only thing that bugs me about that location, because I kind of want to be able to dig down in it. But, I mean, if we put it, we could just sort of outline the mob farm. We could even do something with glass in the middle. It could be kind of neat. Either way, so yeah, where the spruce is sort of where the roads are going to be. So we're going to have a road going through here This area in the middle is sort of going to be, there's sort of one road here, one road going down that side, and then sort of two intersection roads. And I think this middle area, we're going to do sort of like a town square type thing. So this tower might come down. It wasn't the best planned out. We might do some sort of town center, town square, something, you know, in the middle. I'm not sure what. I was thinking maybe like a giant storage room in the middle might be a great play. But either way, we're going to sort of have buildings outline sort of the area. And on that side, I want a bridge going across, so we have that area over there. And over here, I want an exit that heads back towards spawn, which originally I kind of had here, but I kind of want to do there instead. I really like having like interconnected areas, you know, with like roads and pathways. I know, you know, there's the nether and everything, but it's the same thing in Creativerse. I like having stuff in the world just to fill it up, you know, random buildings, you know, this, that, and the other thing. So maybe halfway we can build some sort of, you know, decrepit tower or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, man. Just living my life. Either way, there's some building to do. I think the first thing I want to do is perhaps put in the roadways. Now, I went originally with this sort of sandstone and sort of this pathway here. Sandstone, upside down sandstone stairs, and spruce. I do like it a lot, but I'm a little concerned about it now. I'm not entirely sure it'll work on sort of a grander scale. But honestly, I'm not sure what I want to replace it with. So I think I'm going to hop in a creative world and see if I can't come up with some sort of road design. The other thing I want to do with this place is definitely like fill up the city quite a bit. I want to get in some automated farms, some sort of water and piston farms, so we might work on that today. But first things first, I want to get a pathway design. The other big thing is we're going to put some sort of gate here. Probably nothing too crazy, but just some sort of like entry exit point. And then probably put stables or whatever on the outside. Either way, this is the layout. I hope you guys like it. I hope it made sense. But yeah, I think it'll be kind of cool. The other thing I want to do is get some wall design. So maybe I'll just spend some time designing in a creative world. That could be kind of fun. Alright, did a little bit of work. I dug out pretty much where all the pathways are going to go so you guys can kind of see. It kind of looks like a canal system. I was thinking maybe it might be kind of cool to bring this river through the city a little bit, or like have some water somewhere, you know? I think water would be a nice addition. I've been looking for extra colors and stuff. That's why we have a lot of spruce, and I want to add some plant life and stuff. But I've definitely been looking for stuff to bring in. I was going to put cactus, but the villagers and the horses are way too dumb. Like, it seems like horses fight cactus, you know? They run into it, they get hurt, and then they just keep running into it. Anyway, I switched over the pathways to birch, which looks so much better. I also put birch and dark oak in our tree farm over here. But yeah, the birch roads look so much better. So I'm just going to plug away and just get these pathways done. And then, yeah, I put where the gates are going to be. We're probably going to have one over here too. I'm not sure where I want to move the nether portal, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure. But I think getting the pathways done first will be a good start. And then perhaps we might take a stab at placing some random buildings. This area over here, I was thinking one big house for all the crops, but that kind of I don't like. And then I was thinking maybe if we move the crops off the island, perhaps, well, off the island, it's not an island. Maybe if we move the crops off, we could make it an island. That could be kind of cool. No, that'd be a lot of work. Either way, maybe if we move the crops over, but I don't know. I don't want like one big house there. I kind of want smaller subdivided houses. Maybe a house for each crop. That could work. That could work. I also need, we're going to have a tower somewhere for pumpkin. I still haven't found pumpkin, which I find strange. Either way, I'm not going to design the gates today because I don't know what I want to do for the wall yet. So I'm going to plug away and get the pathways done, and then we'll go from there. You know, it doesn't look great, but we've got the pathway in. I mean, it doesn't look, you know, grand or anything. It's not a grand reveal, but we've got the pathways in, which is great because we've got sort of our baseline. I didn't put this one up yet. But yeah, we got our pathways all done. They look good. They feel good, you know, actually. They kind of feel trodden with, like, the combination, you know what I mean? Like, they feel like they've, you know, had some workouts, and that's cool. Anyway, I'm going to just light this up. I'm still super concerned. I haven't been trading with the villagers a ton. It's a bit of a grindy thing to do, you know what I mean? To trade with all the villagers. And I just haven't done it in a little bit. But either way, we've got all the pathways in. You can see them all. I had to destroy a lot of torches. That's why I'm kind of a little concerned. But yeah, I think they're they're good, so that's cool. Next up, I want to figure out what to do with our farms over here. I'm still not entirely sure if I want to move them outside of the walls or keep them inside. But either way, I think I'm going to build at least one of them sort of right here, sort of at the corner of this path. Like we're going to have a place right here. It's probably going to be potatoes because I find they're the most practical. Either way, I'm going to tear up these farms. Well, at least this one because I think it'll be in the way. We're at least going to get like one automated farm. I'm going to see sort of how big it is. I don't really have a plan yet. Probably just piston and water. And I'm going to see how big it is, and then we'll kind of probably judge based off that if I want to build them all right here, whatnot. It also might, I kind of want like a taller building, because we have a pretty low height right here, and if we're going to build up on top of that hill anyway, it might be worthwhile to have some taller buildings. So this one will probably be like 7 tall, I'm guessing, plus a roof, so yeah. All right, a lot of designing later. Yeah, it was tricky. I built it sort of 1 too wide for the stuff to actually get fertilized. But here we go. So we have 2 floors. That's sort of what I wanted, a little bit taller. We're going to cap the roof right here. We're not going to do a big sloped roof, I don't think. But basically, yeah, you plant your crops, you go across, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, that's basically, I think that should get... I mean, if this one's getting... Anyway. So yeah, I had it 1 wider, and I couldn't reach the 2 middle, so I had to bring it in 1, which is fine. We got a button, you press it, and you'll see the water soon. Bloop, and then we just got to put probably some hoppers, chests right here, and we'll put potatoes, I think, in this one. We can copy this design. There's probably ways we can improve it. But yeah, that's essentially it. I'm going to plant it, do some test runs now. I'm hoping to not have to build up the sides too much. That's the only thing I'm a little concerned about is if crops end up here, in which case we just have to like put some walls on it. But yeah. I mean, I might even get rid of this row here, have it a little bit more open. I kind of wanted it to be like cramped though. That was sort of my vibe I was going for. So it's kind of what I imagined in my head. And the farm actually has a lot of space. It would be, you know, a relatively decent harvest. So, yeah, now it's, I think, just testing time, and then we'll put a roof or, well, you know, a thing around it. A building. So right now, it's, you know, we'll put a building around it soon. Oh boy, I haven't tested it yet. I built the building around it while I was waiting for them to grow. I don't know if I like it. I don't like it, I don't think. But I also kind of like that it's sort of different. It's got a flat roof. You know, it's sort of like weird and out of place. And I kind of dig that. So I might just leave it for a bit. This side has 2 high windows. This side has 1 high, and I'm not sure which I prefer. Kind of the 1 high, I think. It's a bit more, you know. Anyway, I put a lot of glass in this. I thought it'd be kind of cool, you know. But anyway, let's test it out. Oh, there come all the potatoes. Oh my goodness, they really fly off, eh? Wow, do they ever. I totally thought that they would drop into this. That's kind of weird, right? They just sit on the edge. Okay. Okay, none got in there. 18 got in there. What can I do there? That's super weird. Oh, because it's a little bit lower, right? I wonder if I... We're going to try something. I wonder if I drop this, like, lower. I assume that'll fix it. Also, they are getting caught on the sides. Let's just see if I do... We're just going to do that and see if any get caught on this side. If so, we'll probably put glass right here. Either way, let's check if they're up here as well. Yeah, okay, a couple. Interesting. Interesting. I want to plant a few of these. We're not going to let them grow too much, but... Okay, so it stayed hydrated, it stayed farmed. Okay, let's go back down for a second. I'm going to put the hoppers 1 lower, which means this is 1 lower, which I don't really like, but... That's okay. That's okay. It's not the biggest issue in the world. So let's put you like this, and we need all the hoppers down here. In this, I've been having so many ghost blocks. Look at this. Like, isn't that so weird? I don't know what's happening with Minecraft right now. Either way, 1.12 came out. I'm still not using it. Look at that. I'm still not using 1.12 because Optifine hasn't come out for it yet. Jeez Louise. Like, what? Still there. Still there. Anyway, okay, yeah, Optifine hasn't come out for it yet, and I mean, honestly, the World of Color update, I'm sort of like lukewarm on anyway, so I'll just wait a second or two. So if we do this, I think, ooh, look at how many potatoes. It's about 56 planted per row. So I don't know what the drop rate is. It's times 2 or times 3. 56 per row. That's a pretty good rate. What could we do here? We could put trapdoor maybe. Yeah, it's about 56 per. Well, it is 56. Yeah, and then I can cross over. Okay, it's about 56 per harvest on each floor, per planting, sorry. So the math on that, you'll probably get, I don't know, 2.5, 3 stacks. I think I got 3 from that harvest. Maybe even 4, actually. Let's find out. And they're falling off into the hoppers. Okay, awesome. So not great, but I'm okay with it. Then we can press the button. I could put a little clock up there, but honestly, it probably doesn't matter too much. So I'm going to have to do that on the floors, which isn't a huge deal. I just need to go get some more spruce. And then we got to do a little bit of decorating here. It kind of sucks that this is happening. But to be honest, I think I'm okay with it. Either way, a little bit more decoration. Maybe I'll put the chest. Yeah, I should move the chest to like one side or the other. Anyway, a little bit more work to do, and then I think this is done. And you know what? I think it'll fit in better once we have more stuff. Because right now it's sort of by its lonesome. I say that about a lot of these builds. Well, they're terrible, but they'll look better when there's other stuff. I firmly believe that if we vary them, you know, have some flat roofs and stuff, when we have a lot of buildings, it'll look cool. Alright, we got some glowstone in here, lit it up all nice and bright. I don't think mobs can spawn on this tilled dirt, but I'm not going to risk it. I move these down one, they work great. I put this guy down here, which works great. And yeah, it's all working great. Does that work? Yeah, that's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, so this is cool. It's pretty convenient. In the grand scheme of it, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. You know what might work well in here is just a furnace, and then we can always just maybe leave some, you know, cooked in here. Maybe just always leave some cooked taters, just because, you know, it's kind of the food I eat, and I think that's cool. So yeah, this works great. No complaints. I put the slabs there. I've tested a few times since. It seems to be good. The only thing was I had to put the pillars in the back there to fall on those. But yeah, it's working well. I mean, I got nothing left to say about it. It works, and that's the important thing. Let's put some doors on this place. Let's get out of here, and let's leave this build forever. Just kidding. I'll probably use it quite a bit, actually. Yeah, so there's a few other things I wanted to take care of today, but I might want to check the recording time. I think this place is kind of cool, though. The more I look at it, the more it kind of grows on me. I like that it's different, and I don't think it looks terrible. To me, it looks like those kind of shittier, older, low-rise apartments that cities build, you know? Or used to build, I guess. But, yeah, I think maybe having, like, 3 or 4 of them, maybe 2 or 3 of them could be cool. For wheat and carrots, wheat might be worthwhile to have its own, but like carrots I think could deal with like half a floor, because I don't use them a ton. But then again, I'm not sure I want multiple. I thought like it might look kind of cool because it'd be kind of, how do you say it? It might look kind of like a little block complex. You know how usually if they have these low-rise apartments, it's sort of built in like groups of 3 or 4. So I thought that might look kind of cool, but I don't really want to build that today. So I'm thinking what I might do is just take a little bit of time and just sort of, I guess try and imagine where stuff would be. Maybe put up some signs and some blocks and, yeah, just build for a little bit, see what happens. But I'm really happy we got that done. I put down where a square is going to be. I don't think it's going to look quite like this, but something of this nature. Here, where the tower is, I had kind of a cool idea. We're going to do a big display next to the square. You can see there's no entrance on this side. We're going to do a thing where we're going to put a big map here. We're going to have a big map of the quote-unquote city and that sort of vibe. But yeah, so that's what's going to be here. I think I might tear down the tower and sort of do that. I also think it might be kind of cool to have it sunken in. I kind of want layers in the city, and I've been terraforming it so there's not that. But I think it would be kind of cool to have it a little bit sort of maybe 2 blocks down. Could be kind of a cool vibe. And then this way, I kind of want to ramp up into a hill. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is tear down the tower and get this situated. I think a 3x3 map would be big enough. Maybe even like a 5x3. But we're going to see how much room we have here. But yeah, I kind of want this walkway here. We might push it a few blocks this way. And have that here, which would kind of be a cool back effect to this. I also thought maybe we could do a water feature here, add some blue. I also want to put water... I was thinking, you know, we talked about that river canal idea earlier. The more I think about it, the more I like that a lot. But we're running out of time in this episode, so I want to get this done. Maybe even create some maps. We have a horse, so I mean, doing the maps isn't too difficult. This is going to be one of the entrances to the city. So I definitely need a little bit of room here to make sort of the roads work and stuff. So the next building probably, yeah, probably like here it would start, I imagine. So we have some room. It's not a huge deal. This entryway here is going to be a little bit wide. But coming into the city, I think would be cool. You have the square and sort of a map area. So yeah, I'm going to do this now. Well, that's sort of the idea. It needs a lot of polish and a lot of work, but that's basically the idea. We're going to have sort of a sunken in map room here. Obviously it needs a lot more color. I think that's big. So this path might have to bend out a little bit more because it's a little uneven, but yeah, there's going to be a sunken down area here with the big map room. Maybe even, it might not be sunken down as much as this is. That looks a little deep, right? A little bit deep. Anyway, lots to do, lots to do, but today we got that up, which I think is cool. We got all the roads done, and I think it's really coming together, actually. I can sort of have this vision in my mind. Next time we'll continue work. There's probably other farms we need. I think I might go on the hunt for pumpkin, because that's going to be important for trading with the villagers. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this. Maybe next time we'll even tear this down and start construction over here. I'm not too sure, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Let me know what you think in the comments of the pathways. Also, if you guys have any ideas for like lamps or some way to do the lighting, I'd be curious. But yeah, so cool. I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.